All right, guys. So I've been working almost nonstop, I feel like. But today we're gonna do the video in my car so that I can give you guys something, because I'm gonna be so busy I don't even know when I could get back on. So I'm gonna try to record in my car to see if I could do that in between appointments, because this is crazy. I feel like I should have never started this, but here it is.
Let's get started.
So today, I have to watch these parking people. Oh, maybe I should go. They're coming closer. So guys, that was like right after I made the other video of I was still on the Locked in Power, and I was making that video directly after, because I noticed it was like 1 or 2 weeks after where I couldn't even sit down to make a YouTube video. So since then, I have not been able to make a video. And honestly, I'm also saying that because I wanted to come here today, and I was just having some I'm not having issues on anything right now except for working, where I'm trying to overwork to kind of get some of my things that I lost back. And one of the things I've lost, which is near and dear to me, was my car. And so when I was working at that time, I ended up borrowing a car from Turo for like a month and a half. And you know, I was going to my appointments. I was doing a lot of weddings. Oh my God, there was like 1 week I had like 4 weddings, which is, everything's great, not complaining. But you know, sometimes when you're working on something, you have to sacrifice another thing, which was the YouTube. And I remember saying I wanted to be consistent with YouTube, but oh my God, I feel like I'm the only hairstylist who can't be consistent with everything, because I'm working on my mental health. And when I do so much things, just, it doesn't work, you know? I can't do a lot of things. So this is a whole update of what I've been doing. But you know, I've been working, and obviously I colored my hair. And I had a few experiences. I already said my next video was the Atlanta video. I was gonna finish Locked in Power. Wasn't able to do that, but I was able to at least get like my little shorts out, because you know, they don't take too much time. And on top of that, the editing, I'm quicker at editing short content more than long content. So I just wanted to come here today because I was having a dilemma. And the dilemma was I was paying for a car, and you know, insurance is like, we'll get back to you. And I had so much problems with insurance just because, you know, I'm in Boston with a lot of accidents from other people. It's never my fault, but I'm just always in accidents with other people. And I had honestly, like 2 or 3 cars, like within the last 5 years. And one of them wasn't even my fault either. My husband got in a car accident from someone else who ran the red light. So I'm having right now a slight PTSD episode with a car in general, because I gave up the car because it was done renting and I couldn't rent it again. So I decided to, you know, use my savings, actually purchase a car, and then I'm waiting, and insurance is taking so long because, you know, they have to go through all my stuff. And I have an appointment tomorrow in Worcester. I have to go to this person's house to do hair, and I'm not a risk scheduler at all, so that's why I'm just like slightly freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, hurry up. So, you know, I went on TikTok today, and it's showing me when I was pregnant, and just emotions and feelings got to me because the last time I just felt like everything was right before pregnancy. And during pregnancy, after all that, I started getting my postpartum depression. I lost my salon, my car, I lost a lot of clients, etc., etc. So it was a working thing, and I tried to be very humbled earlier. I was like, this is a lesson God's teaching me. I'm working on something new, that's why I'm going through this, all the fun stuff. And then I started to realize, I know it's been a long time since y'all been here to hear that, but yeah, he loves to do that. So, earlier, maybe an hour ago, I was just like, I'm just gonna scroll and wait, because technically I don't have anything to do, but I have a lot to do, and I'm home today and I need to utilize this time. But then I realized I was scrolling on social media, and of course I'm like, I don't have any content, I don't feel like putting out just the whole shebang of being an entrepreneur. And I started to feel myself getting antsy, and I started to I don't have panic attacks like I didn't have like a consistent panic attack, but I realized I get really anxious and I start to shake when I'm overthinking. So I kept on going to my email, and I'm like, when are they gonna send this approval? Progressive, hurry the freak up. So because I'm like looking at other car rental places, because Turo can be expensive if you're just borrowing it for 2 days, but it's not expensive if you borrow it for more days. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but I'm freaking out, and I'm scrolling, and I'm like, I'm really using social media to kind of clear my problems I'm having in person, and I was like, I need to really stop that. And so I'm here today because I was just like, one of the things, because my social media is like, it has so much different things, and so I can be sad, happy, motivated. It's a wreck on my emotions. So I was just like, you know what? I told myself, if I ever get any type of anxious, just keep my hands busy. So that's what we're doing. I didn't want to take out this style for probably another week, because I did it last week and it was great. And I was just like, you know what keeps me less anxious is keeping my hands busy. So the first thing I do is a beauty thing. So anything related to beauty. So if I need to shave, if I need a wax, if I need to do my hair, anything first related to beauty, I use my hands to just be busy with it, so that I'm not focused on it. And then second, I was like, oh, I haven't done a video, so I might as well do a mini update today on just how to cope with just being anxious as a hairstylist. And sometimes, because I'm always thinking that I'm the only one who's ever going through things like this, I thought this would be a great idea for anyone. Sorry, my hands are my hands are really shaking right now. So I just thought this would be a great idea to show. The door's opening by itself now. To show people who have anxiety and locks what you can do with your hair. And I thought this would be perfect. Just take out your hair. This is what happens when you have micro locks and you do lock knots. Oh, my lock knots were so cute, and now I gotta take them out. And I also gotta film content. So this is helping killing 2 birds to 3 birds with 5 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, I thought I will come in here, take this out, and then I gotta figure out what else I was actually gonna work on my website today, because I haven't touched it in a very long time. So I was gonna do that, but I was like, no, I gotta keep my hands busy. I gotta get off the screen at least. And of course I'm here recording. It makes no sense. But this is definitely a struggle when I don't know how to explain it, but I think a regular hairstylist will understand this part but sorry, words, is when you're used to consistent money, and then when all your money is out until the time you get money again, which is technically tomorrow, it's like, I don't know, and then someone will probably be like, oh, you're bragging you get money all the time. No, I just work so much that I do get money all the time. I want to be the one of those people who have residual income where they don't have to work so much. There we go. Halfway. But I thought we can go through some stuff today. Just a little update. And I'm gonna go through my phone. My phone's charging. I put away my phone just so I wouldn't even do this, but I'm gonna go through a few things, maybe an update on what I've been doing, and I'll add them in after actually I am done with all this. So first thing I would say is the last video we left off before actually doing the regular pod Lock Talk with Locked in Power. I'm gonna do that next video. I have time on Thursday, so I'm going to see about that, just uploading, but that's the next video. This is just update. So after I did the wedding video, I think I had the wedding, oh my gosh, I did Atlanta, and then I did work, and then the next day I did a wedding. And then I don't remember what happened last time, but that's what happened. I did a photo shoot, and I did the photo shoot with I didn't even know he would, honestly, I need to stop doing that. You know how you actually don't really have a reaction to famous people? I don't know what that's called, but I mean, maybe your favorite people, but like a regular famous person, I don't even know his name. Oh man, that sucks. Okay. Well, anyways, I had the photo shoot in Atlanta with, he is with CoverGirl Maxim, I think. I don't even know what that is. But my client was one of the people. And so he's a famous photographer. He did National Geographic's American Idol. He shot a lot of celebrities, and it's so funny because I remember starting out and I was like, I'm gonna be in the photography, I'm a photography, photo shoot, hairstylist, things like that. And I just remembered that I wasn't gonna, be like a groupie type of thing, going on. But when he's like, oh yeah, let me get your information so that just in case I have something else, I can call you. And I was like, yeah, of course. But we had such a great time. That photo shoot really woke me up. And then after the photo shoot, because I was doing a little vlog on just the fashion piece, I ended up, updating my fashion business. And I think now that I'm not gonna be like really promoting it like that. It's just gonna be my t-shirts, so like just regular merch. But I ended up taking someone who had a semi-formal, and I ended up making her dress, and that was fun. Her dress came out beautiful. I will also update you from the fact that I stepped off for about 2 or 3 weeks because I was in the middle of studying for my real estate exam. I took the test, and oh yes, that's what happened that weekend. This was all during that big weekend, and I already scheduled my exam, but I ended up getting those, the wedding appointment and the Atlanta appointment during like 2 or 3 weeks later, and I already scheduled my exam, but I was like, I'm gonna do it. So let me tell you about the realtor's exam. First of all, yes, it is hard only if you make it hard. The way I was studying is I was studying like a definitions, right? The color red. It's the study of rojo, right? That's the definition. But they'll put, this lady is wearing rojo, and what state allows this, and what is the definition, the thing named. I don't even know if that made any sense, but I studied exact definitions, and I think my focus was on the exact definition, that I didn't even like focus on examples at all. So and I was falling asleep during both tests, which I thought I got enough sleep from, but obviously not, because tests bore me. And, staring at a screen that isn't moving bores me. So that's my dilemma that I had. And the fact, I can't believe I fell asleep in both. That's crazy. And so, of course, I failed the test. And before I was clicking on the answers. I thought I made progress. No, when I got the test, because I was like, I may have failed it. But when I got the test, why did I only receive 1 point higher than my first time taking the test? 1 point on both of the tests. Last year I got like a 48 and then a 25. And then this year I got a 26 and then a 49. So after I was studying on and off, I was studying for weeks. I was listening to podcasts. I was listening to everything. And I even studied it through the book. And the fact that I failed still, I was just like, you know what? I don't need to be a realtor. And mind you, I got to be that whole test because I was pregnant. No, I was not pregnant. I decided after pregnancy I would do it because I knew I was going to be out of hair commission for a while, and I needed something that to just work on and do that didn't involve me standing or doing anything extra. So when I failed that test, after studying and actually taking time, I was just like, you know what? It's not for me. I canceled. I was going back and forth, and this is, mind you, this is before like fully immersing in Boston. I still didn't have that much clientele. But after I started getting all the clientele, everyone kind of came back and everything, and I became busy. So that was fun. And then I was going back and forth from being a wedding coordinator to, randomly, I had a lot of business ideas. And when I tell you, just taking a break from hair really messes you up if it's your passion and what you want to do, but you can't get the clients all in one thing. It's sporadic when you get back into it. And then when you have so much bills to pay off, or just you're catching up with bills, and you're in a transportation of taking the bus and train and the Lyft everywhere, it still takes your money. And rebuilding, I think that's where I'm at. Rebuilding is very, very hard. And I think for years, before being a hairstylist, I was just always just working, and it was easy. And then after school, you had money, you doubled your income, you tripled. And then there's this time where you don't have any money and you're like, what do I do? So I'm gonna do everything that they say that makes money. And it doesn't work because it's not what you want to do, and it's not what you have to do. So I started to, really work on my business plan over. I started to still incorporate Lily, because she has locks now, and so beautiful. And I wanted her to still be a part of my business. So I took her to her vending event. I had that too in the middle of all this. And it was so great. First of all, I don't like how everyone was buying stuff from her place setting, and I had my own vendor event the next day. It was separate from hers, and I had like 3-4 orders, and no, it was definitely less than that. I think it was like 2 or 3, and I was just like, I'm not jealous or anything, but I was just like, I was working hard on hers. I was like, tell them this, tell them that. And I was just like, for mine, I really like sat there. I felt like I wasted my time. I got my money back from being in the, because you know how you have to pay for a vendor place setting to sit, and I just got my money back from that, and technically I didn't make a profit. So I was just like, we're eliminating, you know, and that's where I'm at. I'm actually at the point where I'm eliminating so much that I was trying to make money from, and I have to focus on just expanding and making Locked and Pretty a staple. You know, that was the goal, but it's so hard. Social media is like, do everything, do this, do that, and I'm like, I will do all that, and you really don't make money from it. I'm literally a victim of my own mind already. So being a victim of what everything's like, oh, you can do this, you can do that, ebooks, blah. I don't like doing all that. So that's why I'm here right now, where I'm like, I have to do something that makes me happy. And what makes me happy is doing hair, of course, and talking about mental health, because WTF, guys. So I think just judging from all this, I realized, you know, I'm in a whole restoring battle is a better way to put it. Do y'all see the color I did? I actually did blonde first, and I was like, let me add color, and now I'm like, I'll probably would like wash all this out or let it fade. Yeah, I don't feel like redoing it. I thought it was, because I saw my brother's hair, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that, but with more color. So now I'm just like, I will let that to be blonde. But there is a way on, you know, coping with this type of anxiety, especially when you're an entrepreneur, especially when you're a hairstylist. Have your hands just get busy, because now that I'm talking about it, it's actually slowly fading away. You know, I feel better. Yeah, because usually I keep all this in, but talking about it, maybe making content about it has helped. And like I said, hopefully this helps someone else who hair itches. Maybe this helps someone who is in a similar situation. Maybe this helps with someone who's literally pregnant and they haven't seen anyone. Wow, my nails. They haven't seen anyone who has content about that in a way. And I don't know, I think our minds are on, my mind honestly is on edge from everything, and I'm just in a state of not trying to lose everything again. And my body isn't comprehending like I wish it would. Like I don't have my eased mind anymore. Now I'm on like, no, we gotta pay this, we gotta pay that. I gotta do this, you know, I have to do my content a certain way. Like, I'm not saying everything's unfair, but that's why another point of me not even going on social media, because when my brain starts to act like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing too much. I'm gonna shut everything down and take a break, which is ideal. But of course that prolongs everything, so I need to find out more things to do. I am trying to get my bonnets back in order. People are ordering the same bonnets. I don't know if people are tired of it, but I'm tired of looking at my same bonnets. I need some new ideas. I did, actually, this is the prototype, but I made another one, but of Elmo. And I obviously, yeah, I made it yesterday along with Cookie Monster. So I think I'm have a lot more clarity now that what I gotta do. But, I wonder if y'all also have any other problem-solving tips that y'all can let me know about. And don't say therapist. Every time I get a therapist, like I'm there, I don't know if it's over here, but I'm there with them for a couple good months, and then out of nowhere they're leaving to another job somewhere else, and I'm like, I'm not saying it's me, but I need a steady therapist. They can see me now. They're probably like, you're doing better than before. Which I know I am. So, other than that, let's see, what else do I need to update you guys about? I was gonna take a vacation. Not sure if I should. Yeah, in July. I think I still might. Like, I still need a break. Like, I can't just disregard that. I think I'm still looking for like 3 models for sister locks. I am on the website. I had to fight to get on the website. That was a nice, it wasn't a fighting episode, but it was just like, why am I not on your website? So I need 3 more before October to actually be certified as a sister loctician, or what do they call it? Sister lock certification. There we go. I'm a trainee and consultant. There we go. There's that. And I don't think I'm looking for a full salon after I'm in the regular salon right now, but I don't think that I'm gonna look for a full salon anytime soon like I had before, like last year. I don't want to take on too much work right now. Like, I'd rather just have a booth rental. It'll be a lot easier for me, and I don't have to worry about like lights or just rent or anything like that. Let's see. I am accepting new clientele. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. I just need transportation. The transportation needs to come from insurance, and then I'll be able to actually produce regular content, because now I can have a certain time and date again, because oh my gosh, what am I talking about? Let me stop. All right, let me just put this stuff in so y'all can see what I did. Okay, so this is what I did for my client. It was a lovely dress. Now, her dress was my first custom dress in a while, and I thought maybe I don't want to do dresses. And it was more on the timing and the fact that I had walk-ins, and I'll spend my day doing her dress, and then someone will be like, oh, can I get something at like 5 p.m. or something like that? And you're like, yes, because I need money to do whatever I need to do. So it was great to do. I love doing it, but I realized I kind of don't have time. I know I could make my own schedule and set aside time, but sometimes I rather not. So next thing is when I work with straight hair as well. So I do a lot of blow dries, curls, and then I do my wedding styles. Those, I mean, they're a lot quicker. So I do a lot of them, and I'll be there for like 45 minutes. That's how quick it is. That's all I can say. I had a lot of them. They're in between my clients. Sometimes I start at 6 a.m., 5 or 6 a.m., and then I'll stop at 12, and then I take like my remaining lock clients. That's literally how the schedule is with those type of hairstyles. And even with the updos, they're like an hour and a half. So those are very quick. That's why I take them. Now, you already know, like, a lot has happened. I can't really get into it. My photo shoot vlog will be a separate video because I want y'all to see it, because she's fabulous. But me eliminating a lot of stuff just because I was acting in desperation and fear and trauma. Like, I'm acting in all of those states of mind because that's what I've been used to for almost the last 2 years. Honestly, I can really say that. Even to the point where I didn't trust people. Even moving to a new salon, I was just like, oh, watch this be horrible experience, because my last time I did that, like years and years ago, you know, I had people up on my ear asking me, you know, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm like, I don't want to be touched. Why are you so close to me? Like, why are you right here on my ear? But I was acting from this last, I would say between April and now, it's June now, where I was acting like the trauma was still there and, you know, still trying to do everything. And now I'm just like, I have definitely changed after pregnancy, and, you know, I'm not supposed to be the same. You know, I'm not supposed to be the same. So, you know, I can continue, instead of thinking that just because I have my Loc brand and it's so big, like, I know me and my brother were joking one time, and we were making failure t-shirts. So one of them was like, oh, my dream was just too hard. And I was laughing at that because I was like, yeah, this dream that I'm doing is so big that this is my version of doubting. Like, is it gonna work? Is it, you know, how is it gonna work? Like, I know I wrote down everything and took time to process and learn, but is it gonna work? And I just realized I was still in that mindset of just things not working for me. I'm done doing that. So I think what really got me into a more clear state of mind was one of my last videos. I don't like how it has like 30K views and the rest of my views and stuff are just under, like, it's like 200 still. I'm just saying, or less. But, you know, that would be great if a little bit more of my videos were like that. I do really good work. And sometimes it is discouraging when someone who does horrible work has views, likes, subscriptions, all that, and I'm like, I'm just trying my best here. But that's another talk for another thing. But, you know, this one client, her views, you know, gave me a lot more confidence, because I was just like, you know, when you're in this type of state of mind, you have also imposter syndrome, where you think you are not good enough. And when I was doing her hair, and then I did a few clients' hair with hair color and all that, I was just like, look at everything I create. And I'm really worried about why people aren't really gravitating towards my content. Like, I'm overthinking everything, obviously. But one of them was like, she was talking, because I had this whole thing where I was going to seek more education in the hair industry, because obviously I'm great at what I do, but I realize I'm more, instead of on the styling type of thing that everyone can do, I'm more on the more educational, more scalp treatment, scalp analysis things. And I thought about actually looking at trichology again. I think it's trichology or trichology. One of them, whatever it is, it's spelled the same way. And I was like, yeah, I forgot about that actually. So I remember someone commented on my post, and they were like, well, I know she was being rude too, and I'm gonna talk about you, I don't care. And you said that I love your work, but she needs this, she needs that. And it's just like, sometimes you don't need to comment on things when you wasn't even there at the appointment. And on top of that, I also provide customer service. So if somebody needs something to be done for a graduation, just know that's why the video's there. Lastly, you said there was a difference between a trichologist and a lock stylist, when I clearly had master loctician on the video. So I know you was on a demeaning type of thing, and I didn't like that. So that's why I told you about, yeah, I'm gonna look into being a trichologist, but don't call me a lock stylist if I'm telling you I'm a master loctician. I worked way too hard for you to be like that. Those people talk so much junk, but I left it because you inspired me. You inspired me a lot, and that's why I'm here. Not really to disprove, but also to work on this hard ass dream with mental health issues. I just love big hair. Okay, I usually do the middle part. For symmetry. See, that's how messed up I am right now. Okay. Now, see, that's why I always flip it over. I love the bigger hair. But anyways, this is the finishing touches. I'm gonna spread it out a little bit more because it's a little bunched up. Just letting you know, I'm better now. My hands aren't shaking. I feel good. I like talking about this type of stuff. I think I should definitely get more into that. I love psychology. I love mental health. I really do. I feel comfortable here. So I thought about making my hair longer the other day, and I'm like, no, you just did all this work. No, I mean, I do want to. I went through that bag up there, what has all my locks, so I saw a whole bunch of locks that I didn't use from this, and I'm like, maybe. I like long hair, man. I no long down, but this is up there. This is short to me. Yeah, but no, we want it down there. We want to smack the kids when we're walking by them. Anyways, so one more thing I want to go through was my products. So as you can see, I don't know if y'all follow me, but I had all of them it was a lot. I would say like in the beginning of May, there was like 1, 2, 3 of just a lot of products, a lot of shampoos and everything. And I literally haven't been, like, there's only one moisturizer left. There's one botanical shampoo, a lot of anti-itch spray, but then there's like my twist cream and my edge control. So I haven't really been promoting it because I will tell you this right now, my clients been buying them all. And I bought an amount because I thought, well, actually I had a few sales online too, but my clients been buying them. And that little bit left is not gonna, like, I think I have one more shampoo, like, so I think hopefully I feel like I set up a GoFundMe. It was so funny. They're like, oh, get your friends to support you. But I'm like, my clients are already supporting me when they're buying my stuff. So my thing was I needed to actually, if you look at them, there's like no labels. Labels are more than the product and the bottle. That's very crazy. I mean, I realize the ink and the machinery, whatever, but why the heck is labels more expensive than my product? So I wasn't able to get the label, and I feel like that is what's also missing for my brand. Like they say, do whatever you can, but I don't like the fact that I don't have labels on my products. Look at that. I feel incomplete. Although they are selling, I feel incomplete myself as a business owner. So maybe I can set up a GoFundMe for that, but I think it's just been selling itself like that, and I'm like, do I need to? But I want to. I really want to. But my products have the Perla Cleanse is like a perfect product for locks. Like, I'm so glad. I literally don't have any more. I have my Botana Oil shampoo, which everyone loves too. But I'm sold out of my Pure Lock Cleanse. I'm okay with this. So I will be updating everything with that on a few vlogs from now, but thank you for everyone who's been buying, and thank you for everyone who's been supporting, but I haven't even been promoting it at all, so just wait for the promotion for everything, okay? And that's a quick update. So that's just the update today, and just a little way, if you have vlogs, you can keep your hands busy by utilizing them. Find something to do, get out of the anxiety. Anxiety and depression is a killer. I was looking on the bed and I was like, oh hell nah, I gotta do something. So this is what I did. I'm sorry, it's a short, halfway short rant, but it was a great way to just get out of that headspace. So thank you for listening. Hopefully you watched to the end of the video. But yeah, the next video, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to say the next video will be the continuation of my dark psychology lock talk that I'm trying to do and finish. And honestly, I probably would throw all of the rest of the deets in there so that we don't have to prolong that, so that we can continue on the next video and update, because I really want y'all to see my client Chartis. She's on here on YouTube too. But I'll send you all that information. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Yeah, definitely. I'll keep you updated. I'm updating the website. It's gonna be easier to book. Lily's Beauty Corner will be updated on our website. The t-shirts will be updated as well. I'll let y'all know when a new product come in. So Etsy will be updated. I have a lot to do today, obviously, and I'm glad I got this video out so that the next video can just be the continuation of Lock Them Power, because I would like to finish it. Okay, we're not deading things. It might take time, but we're not deading things. But yeah, if you have any questions or even any content I should do, let me know so I can add it to the long list of stuff. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Okay.